Hey, how you doing? It's been a long time that I've recorded this after a movie because let's just say I have a little bit of life change, but we're back at reviewing movies, and welcome to the See Mexican Show. Name's Christian, and I finally saw Beetlejuice, the new movie from Tim Burton, and I got a lot to say about the movie. So for me, let's get right to it. For me, once I saw the movie, there is that Tim Burton charm, the makeup, the style, the color palette, but also the little bit of that German expressionist movie that you come to expect from Tim Burton, and it's still there, and I still like it. And a lot of some of them of the original casts are back, and also Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice is still gosh darn amazing. Like it was a treat to see him playing the role again. So to me, and also like about it is the expanded story of Beetlejuice. It's also interesting. I'm not gonna tell any of some of the spoilers, but it's there. And at one point, part of the plot, some aspects of the plot was very interesting to me, and I really, really enjoyed it. So for me, I was stick with the story, but there are certain aspects that I didn't like. Sometimes the gross out humor and go, oh yeah, there's here and there, but it wasn't overtly disgusting, but also it wasn't funny at the same time. It felt a little bit null. But overall, those are my pros. And for me, there is some cons with the movie. I think the movie felt like what it was 1 hour and 50. It was basically, for me, bloated. It was, it takes a lot of its time to reintroduce the old characters as well as the new one, Jenna Ortega. And certain small cast members are introduced there, but it was way too slow to pick it up. And also, I'm looking at my notes over here, and my thoughts is that there are certain aspects of the movie that it was trying to balance. I always refer to it as the three-layered cake story, where one, the main set of cast, and the second main of cast, and the tertiary main cast as well. But for me, it wasn't well balanced. And to be honest with you, I was shocked that Monica Bellucci was in the movie, but not super prominent to chase Beetlejuice. But the main problem with that is there was not enough allotted time to focus on her and the conflict with Beetlejuice, and that to me would go, it felt like wasted. And the other aspects that I didn't like is that they focus on the wrong some of the wrong characters. Like Jenna Ortega was good with Winona Ryder, and they have to switch to another focus to the other characters, but never go constantly switching. So for me, I was not fond of it, and I think to me another little bit just this is big for me nitpicking about it, but some of the points of the movie were using a lot of copyrighted music. They didn't have one aspect of that scene in particular is that they used the Bee Gees, but never used a full orchestration of Danny Elfman. Rather than using that, they just used the Bee Gees instead. We go, it's a waste of sounds and not just sound, but sounds and style what you can expect from a a Tim Burton movie with accompanying with his music. So for me, to me that was a very disappointing. Anyway, on continuing the review for Beetlejuice is that one aspect that I didn't like about the whole thing is that it's supposed to be a comedy, dark comedy, by the way, but it didn't made a giggle worthy. It's just rapid fire joke after joke after joke after joke. Certain jokes land, but they're so quick, but follow up with another lame one. It wasn't. And to me, that was a very big missed opportunity. Just to quick fire a joke and then, let it simmer in for a bit and then on towards another joke or a gag. That never happened. Oh wow. But it was visually interesting, so it kind of overtake that. So that's another aspect that I was somewhat disappointed. Also, during one aspect of the movie that I want to like, this one got me hooked because one of the storylines, and then the main antagonist was Looney Tune eliminated, and it was so drastic and so quick, and I think it was a really disappointing aspect of it. You go, oh shit, I wasn't enjoying the story anymore. So for me, I wish it was properly written that way, written another way, so that I could really enjoy the first plotline of the story. The secondary characters like Lydia Deet's mom and also the husband. Also they got their stories ended, and that was a bit also disappointing. I really wanted to like this movie, but I had a very hard time watching and enjoying the show, but it didn't landed the stuff that I wanted to land. So for me, it was very disappointing. Also, another aspect that I was not liked about it is the rules of the previous book of the of Beetlejuice was the how-to book. Sorry, I forgot now. It's that there's so many stereotype rules. It's just sometimes getting shortcutted and not properly explained. And that was for me another conniption to it, if I'm gonna use that word correctly. But I didn't like that one. Man. And also, do you like the musical? Do you like a musical? Because there is one final act of the scene. It felt like a musical. It felt like more of a padding rather than a reasonable putting it in there. It's just not my thing. I wish those scenes would be removed, but also replaced with proper the combination of every plot that makes it together. But it wasn't that good. It was a big delay. To me, that's the reasons why that sudden musical ending was not good. And also the final movie that we have is just, it wasn't that good either. So for me, it's not the most garbage thing that you ever watch in the cinema. There are plenty, but this ain't it. But I wish it was better. The only thing that you wanna like about this movie is the visuals. So for me, I think it's a fun visual noise, but story-wise, it felt weak. So my rating for Beetlejuice is a low matinee, and I wish it was better. It was kinda good, but not good enough. But it is somewhat passable for some people. So and also for my taste. So yeah, that's my review for Beetlejuice. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next movie.